Hi, my name is Richard, and this is a sort of review for Aniioki A8. It's the 48 volt version, and I had a choice between 48 and 52 volts when I bought it. This bike is fine at 48 volts for me. I don't need the 52 volts. For me, the only difference I really see is maybe a little more speed, and that's about it. Anyway, I've been meaning to do this review for a long time, but I have not gotten around to it because I've been sick with COVID, and it's a miracle I'm still here. So I did get a lot of riding in on this bike. When I bought it, it was still summer. It was nice weather, nice riding conditions. But when September rolled around, I was starting to get a little sick, didn't know what was going on, but it was middle toward the end of September. So October I went and I got my booster shots for COVID, thinking, well, protect myself, right? Yeah, well, I kept riding my bike. I got a couple of colds, but I got over them. I was okay. I figured, yeah, good. Well, to make a long story short, January 3rd, I'm in the ER, difficulty breathing. Long story short, they tested me. I had COVID. So for the entire month of January, I had been struggling just to survive. But here I am. It's now February 8th. And the weather today is 58 degrees. So it's not too bad. And I decided this is when I would do the review. I told Aniioki that I was going to make one and put it on my YouTube channel, but obviously being sick, I didn't get to do that. So what you will see and what you will see me review is an honest, straightforward review. It's going to take some time because I have to stop every now and then to get my breath a little better. It damaged my lung quite a bit, so there'll be a few pauses and stops. All right. I'll give you a quick look at the bike right now, and then I'll tell you what did come with it and what didn't, because you're going to see a lot of things on this bike now that did not come with it. But I'm just going to give you a general overview by video only. Then I'll stand here and talk to you a bit about how I got the bike, my review of the bike itself, the company, so on and so forth. I may have to do this in 2 parts. You'll just have to deal with that, okay? I hope you will look at some of the other videos on my channel as well, but I don't have a lot. I'm not in it to make money. I'm here just to help other people out and to share with my friends and family and any of you who are interested in e-bikes. And that's it. There's going to be 2 of these reviews, by the way, and this one is for people who are hearing. I will do another one for the deaf, hard of hearing. That one will use sign language. I'll also voice, but it's going to have sign language. Okay. So here's the bike, and I'll just do a quick shot of it. I hope there's enough light here for you to get a good look at it, but I might have to do that inside, which I'm fine with that if I have to. We do have some sunlight, but there's a lot of cloud today, so it may not come out very good. This is a GoPro 9. That's what this is being shot on. I'll edit it before I post it, but just for your information. This is the Aniioki Aniioki A8, and it's the 48 volt, 60 amp hour. I've ridden it in one charge and gone 182 miles, and then I charged it, and it still wasn't completely dead, but that's what I got on it. But I do a lot of 30, 40, 50 mile trips, and you know, it depends on how you ride and conditions and everything else. So of course their advertisement on the site itself will tell you, oh, 200 miles, 210. Well, look, I got 180 miles on one charge, and that was, I think it was power level 3. So I did some throttle only as well as pedaling, but I wanted to get the mileage up, so I did most of that trip pedaling. I think it was mostly pedaling. But anyway, here's a view of it. The tires that you see on this bike right now, they are the HEB Allscape 20x4, and they are not the tires that came with it. These are more for street and trail, but not for dirt, not for hills, things like that. These are the Hebs Allscape 20x4. This bike comes with hydraulic disc brakes. It's 1100 to 1400 on the hub. The headlight's pretty nice. Oh, I'll turn it on. Got headlight, tail light, brake lights. It has no turn signals, but you know, the one thing I was kind of bothered by when I first got the bike and turned it on, it's a remote start, or you can do a password pin, whatever, but I just use the key fob to turn it on and off. But if you'll notice here, it's on power level 1. It is always on power level 1 when you start it. It doesn't start on 0, which means you need to be careful. I just turn it down to 0, so that way my throttle is not going to take off on me. You happen to turn that thing and it's on power level 1, it's taken off. This is a mirror, electronic mirror. This I bought separately and added myself because it's a much wider angle, good video, and some park view, I think is the name of it. I'll get more information for you on that if you want it. I wired it up myself, adjusted the camera in the back, and that's my rear view mirror now. The back of the bike, this is the rear view mirror camera right there. That's the brake, that's the tail light. It does have a brake light. Nobody here to help me show you that, so, but it does have brake light. The seat is not the way it came. I added this padding. I also had to adjust height. I had to put new bolts in it. And the bolts had to be put in because the originals broke off when I tried to tighten it. I couldn't get it to tighten down for anything. The seat kept sliding down. And so I bought new bolts and rubber insert, just little strips I put inside this collar right here, and then tightened it up, and it's held ever since. So no problem. It is adjustable. You can see here the spring is adjustable, so So you can adjust it right there, turning this knob to tighten or loosen it. So that's your suspension. Also down on the bottom, you have that. And going to the back, see the disc brake, which are hydraulic. The basket is all steel, and this basket did not come with the bike free. You had to order it, but they were having a deal when I bought this bike, and I did get the basket free. But normally you would not, you'd have to pay for it. So I think it was like 50 bucks. Okay, the saddlebags. All right, sorry for walking around on you, but these saddlebags are around here. They're called Aniioki, R-H-I-N-O-W-A-L-K, Aniioki, and it's they're panniers. 3 bags, 2 on the sides, as you see, and they're pretty reflective at night. The thing is pretty good. It's a greenish like yellow, but it works. And the bags are sturdy. They've held up in rain, cold. Yeah, I've had no problem with these bags whatsoever. And they cost me about $70 for the set. So I'm not complaining about the bags. As far as I'm concerned, that's pretty good. When I got the bike, it came with knobby tires, and you know, they were not the best, but I don't think any new e-bike comes with good tires, especially a 20-incher like these are. I think even the bigger ones too. They're pretty much all the same. So you know, you get cheap tires with them. That's just how they are. They save money, you know. They're selling these bikes between $1,500 and $2,000 American. The company's in China, but as far as their support and replacements and everything else, there's a lot to tell you about that, and I will do that possibly. No, I still have daylight. This in the front, this brake right there, that brake was scraping and making a lot of noise, brand new out of the box. And I called them up, and I went through Amazon because that's where I bought it. Now the reason I did that too, I'll clear that up now, is because with Amazon I got a 2-year warranty. If you buy it directly from them, you'll get 1 year and that's it. And they mean 1 year. Amazon told me when the 1 year is up, the service will continue and the support will continue. So I paid a little bit extra and got another year's support. I'm getting short of breath again because I'm still recovering from my COVID. That left me with some damage in my lungs. But here's another view of the Aniioki Pro Max A8. And the battery is huge. And so you're looking at the battery box. It's huge. It's heavy. It's 30, I think it's 30 pounds. Thereabouts. It's your key. That's another thing important too. Never leave your key in this thing, because if you do, and you turn this, yeah, you can see what's going to happen to the key, right? Yeah. Never leave your key in this thing. I'll show you. I will show you here. Hold on. Get my key out. Okay. This is what I use to start it with. It's a key fob. And one is the center is to start it. And there's two locking mechanisms. The top is just to shut it down. The bottom one, where it shows the lock is completely sealed, it's locked up, that sets the alarm. And you touch it, the alarm goes off. So the alarm does work. It's a theft, anti-theft thing. And here you'll see, I'll turn it off. And that's simply off. Now I can move it, nothing. But if I press this button on the bottom, now the alarm is set. And if I try to move it or anything, I'm not going to do it because my neighbors are close by and I don't want to do it. So, but I'll just turn the alarm back off by pressing that top button again. And you watch the screen. This is a normal startup of the screen. And here we go, start it. It does its diagnostics and everything. Starts up and automatically, as I pointed out before, you see you're in power assist level 1. That little round yellow circle, it says 1, yeah. So I always just push it back down to 0. Your controls over here. Got your headlights, you got up and down. Oh, you also, there's some programming you can do on this bike. And if you're going to ride and you're ready to take off, and you got an open road or highway or long street, whatever, there's cruise control. Press down plus, hold it, cruise control will come on. And you'll see in the mirror, in the display, that little symbol has appeared. If I take off on the bike now, I can move it up to 20, 25, 27, 30, 32 miles an hour. Let go of the throttle. Do not pedal when you do that. This is for throttle only. And you throttle it up to whatever speed you want. Let go, sit back, and just enjoy your ride. And it will maintain, it does, I've done it. It maintains the speed you set it at. So it works very well. Then when you want to disengage it, use the brake. And by using the brake, you disabled it, but it's still on. Now to turn it off altogether. Oh, yeah, you gotta go back and turn it off. Just hold the plus sign again, and it turns it off. But see, it doesn't go away by just using the brake. It just disables it until you stop or whatever you're going to do, or make adjustments. And it's still on because the symbol's there. And so you got to slow down, car turning, whatever. After you're done, you want to go back up to your cruising speed. Throttle only, bring it back to your cruising speed. Let go and stay there. Then, tap again, brakes to disengage the cruise control. And this is the actual miles that I put on this bike. 685. I've been doing a lot of riding. I've had this bike for 9 months and I put that on it. Right now it's down a notch. Yeah, it's down 1 notch. But yeah, so this is the rear view mirror, by the way. Yeah, it's a park view. I'll get information for that, I think. But let me check. I might have it, yeah. That's there. Okay. I brought this out so you can take a look at this if you like. I'll just video this sheet of paper. For the tires, Oh, yeah. They have all skate. Sorry about that. They have all skate. So, I don't remember. All terrain, you know, bike tire for street and trail riding. And when I looked at the company and I checked out these tires before deciding to buy them, they're actually made for mopeds and motorcycles. And they're different. They're heavy duty tires, so they hold up pretty good. And I put some flat out in the side tires. I don't use tannis because they cause a problem on this bike. I have a set of tannis and I removed them. And I went with just flat out. And flat out is done pretty well. So no flats since I added that. I had two flats put on the knobbies. Never had a flat on these tires yet, and I put about 200 miles on these tires until I got sick. Anyway, but yeah, that's it. And you do have an option when you buy this bike between a 48 and a 52 volt. They're all 60 amp hour batteries. Your peak is 1200 to 1400 watt. You know, that's how it works. They advertise 200 miles. That's on a power assist, and I think it's 160 or 170 throttle only, something like that. I'm not really sure what other people have given or whatever, but you know, I did 2 complete round trips in Niagara Falls, throttle only, from my home, and it's 80 mile one way, 80 mile back, and you know, just about out on the battery when I got home, but it's 160 miles. But I did mix in there with I did have some power assist level 3, I think I used for city streets in the city of Niagara Falls, because traffic and so forth, you know. The rest of it was on a bike trail that followed the river. I think that's posted on my channel here too, but not 100% sure. I think it's on my channel. Anyway, I'll show you more stuff, but that's when I take the bike back inside. But this is it. This is the Aniioki A8 Pro Max, and this is my review. My name's Richard. Some people say Rich. Okay too. I don't care. Oh yeah, I forgot. It does have the Shimano standard, pretty much standard. So you see here, it's got the 7 gears. You know, so shifting. I generally keep it around fourth gear. You know, it's good enough for me. Between 4 and 5. It hasn't made very much difference at all in the battery. And my power assist, that, you know, if I'm going to go on a long ride, I just pump it up to 5 and use throttle. But this power assist system that's on here, this is why I have to do another video to finish this review. This is only part 1 of the review. Part 2 will be explaining to you and everyone who's interested. This bike comes with a programmable power assist, and you know, this uses the sensors in the pedals and so forth to allow you to change how quickly it takes off, how hard it is, how much speed you're going to get on each level. So say you want to go, you know, on power assist 1, you only want to go up to 15 miles an hour. The way it comes from the factory, you're not going to get that. But you can adjust it and program it. It comes with a manual, shows you how to do it. There's some videos on the internet now that show you how to do it for this bike, this particular bike. Now Aniioki makes some other bikes. There's the A7, the AQ177, I think it is. they do not program the same way. So you gotta be sure, if you're gonna buy this bike, that you use the right program. So just use what it comes with. It comes with a manual. You can download it too and look at it before you even buy the bike, and it'll explain to you how to program the power assist levels. There's a few other features on this bike too for the controller. Some controllers, when this bike first came out, had an issue, had problems. They didn't work, and had a lot of problems with them. This one's actually not giving me any problem at all. Knock on wood, say a prayer, thank you God. But yeah, I've been lucky with that. But there are other things I was going to tell you about when the bike came. And I unwrapped it. I might add the photos of this, but right here, this was busted off. It is not the hydraulics, and here is your hydraulic fluid, and this controls the brake itself. But this is the brake light, and if you want the brake lights to work on the front handle, or both handles, and this breaks off, you'll have no brake light. And it came that way. It was busted in the box. So I got a hold of Aniioki, told him what was going on, and a week and a half later, I got the entire assembly. This, the hydraulic brake, the plug, everything all the way down. All of this is all new, all from Aniioki. They sent all this to me, all the way down to the front, all the way down to, all the way down here, down through here. They gave me all this, and all this. This is all sent to me new, as well as the cable, the light that goes to the brake light. That just plugs into here now. Of course, but you know, that all was sent to me. Then we noticed that there were some problems with the bolts on the disc on the front. See these little bolts? The 4 bolts that hold the disc brake on. They were loose, and we couldn't get them to tighten up and stay tight. These are new bolts. They're not the bolts that came with the bike. The bolts that came with the bike were chrome. Well, not chrome, silver. These are much better machine bolts, and they do not back up, and they stay tight. So they replaced those. I got them within a week, and they also replaced the brake. The actual brake. Oh, anyway, so they got that for me. And there was a couple of screws that came loose down here, these things, and again, they were not staying in, so they sent that bracket and the screws, and I got that within a week, and yeah, replaced. They told me the only reason I got them so quick was because they have a warehouse in California, and they had the parts there, so I was able to do that. One thing I did notice, and you'll notice now too, the headlight is not on, the tail light's not on. I will press this light and watch. So the panel dims. The lights come on, but definitely this dims. Not terrible, you can still read it, it's all right, you know. And I've ridden it at night like this, and you still see the display fine. It's just, it does dim quite a bit. And when the light's on, of course, back here, our brake light, and our headlight. Looks more like a motorcycle headlight, to be honest, but you know, that's what it is. So, okay. So I'm going to take a break here, and I'll do some more, and I'll do the second video when I get upstairs, and or when I might go in the building and do the other part of the review inside. I don't know. All right, but anyways, I hope this has helped you. And you want to know more? Watch part 2 of my review. All right. I wish good health to all of you. Be safe out there when you're riding. And I'll keep you all in my thoughts and prayers. Later.